Gemini, feels like it might be time to put the pride aside. That's the first oracle message that popped out here in your frequency check reading. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Maybe time to let go of any ego, let go of any pride, and seek support in whatever area you need it or you'd like it. Clear, cancel, and release is the second card that popped out here. This is you just surrendering to what is and clearing out anything that's not serving you in any way. And then we also have manifestation out here. This is you creating better for yourself. But I'm curious to see, Gemini, if maybe in some way pride has been a block, or maybe there's someone that you're trying to support, work with, and maybe pride is getting in the way in the connection between you and this person. Now, this can be a connection with you and a colleague, a boss, a friend, a lover. So we're going to get some tarot cards out here, Gemini, to help us refine this message a bit. Welcome back to the space. If anyone is DMing you, private messaging you, pretending to be me or any other tarot reader, friend, please report and block them. We want you to be safe, okay? Be careful out there, okay? God, angel, spirit guides, thank you. Help us understand what Gemini is working through at this time. Their current energy, frequency. Gemini, please. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What are they working through right now? Okay. So this is about self-worth, being in your own garden, your opulence, your success. That's a wonderful card of independence. Let's get a little bit more here. That's the first card that's popping out in terms of your energy. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What else? This also could be what you're creating, what you are trying to manifest. You're raising your vibration, improving your sense of self-worth and self-esteem so that you can draw into you or closer to you what it is that you really want. What else, God, angel, spirit guides? For the Nine of Pentacles, why are you showing Gemini the Nine of Pentacles for their current energy right now? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Walking away from something that has not been serving you, and it could be related to love. This is not intended to be a love reading, and forgive me, I thought that this was the Eight of Cups the way that it popped out, and I can see just a bit of it out here, but this is the Four of Cups and this is the Two of Cups. This is a Cancer energy. Could be dealing with someone who's Cancer, or it could be showing up in your chart in an interesting way. Virgo is out here too, but this just feels like you're really thinking about if whatever it is that you're connected to, some of you, it is related to love. Some of you, this is who you're working with, working for, someone that you're connected to that you thought you would have the equal exchange of energy. The give and take would be reciprocal, that it would be mutually advantageous, but it just kind of feels like you're not really feeling that way. I'm going to get a little bit more out here because I'm trying to determine, Gemini, if right now, if you're working through wanting to kind of remove yourself from the love to work on self-worth, or if you are withholding from love or connection and whatever this invitation is because you are still a bit guarded. So God, angel, spirit guides, help us understand a little bit more about what Gemini is working through. Why are you showing Gemini the Four of Cups here? Why is it out here? Trying to understand where the block is, and then that'll help us make sense of the advice. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for Gemini. Okay, this feels like self-esteem. Five of Pentacles out here, Taurus energy, but it popped out upside down. This feels like right now you're trying to be incredibly careful about who you invite into your space, new opportunities that you take on, more work that you take on, even as loving and as beautiful as it might feel, a new contract, a new job, a new role, a new project, as much as it might just seem like the most amazing thing, it just feels like right now you're not trying to take on too much because you're trying to get yourself into a place where you feel financially free. You're trying to get your money in order. You're trying to get yourself to a place where you are out of any sense of loss, deficit. For some of you, you're trying to come out of depression, a cold season. You're really focused on getting yourself back to a place where you're financially independent. For some of you, you're trying to put love on the back burner. Again, not taking on too much because you're trying to get out of living with someone. You're trying to get out of there's someone that maybe you've been leaning on for help, and you're wanting to get to a place where you're standing on your own 2 feet. So there could be someone who's trying to invite themselves into your life, or maybe a new a new opportunity that's trying to invite itself into your life, but you just really can't invest your time into that. The reason why I want to emphasize that this might not be love, because sometimes the cups can represent the things that bring us joy, our sense of satisfaction. And so for some people, they have a dream about doing something that brings them joy in their purpose driven work in their life. But when we are really trying to grind and change things around, sometimes we might even put our hobbies, our purpose-driven work on the back burner for a moment when opportunities are coming through, because we just want to focus on what we are building. And it feels like for whatever the situation is for you, Gemini, you're just wanting to focus. The only thing that's on your mind right now is coming out of the Five of Pentacles and getting all of your stuff together. And so we're going to get some advice out here for you, Gemini, to kind of help you along the way. Now, you do have pride out here. And so we're going to get a little bit more about what that's about, because it could be that whoever this Two of Cups is representing for you in your connection, that also might be the very person that's here to support you and help you come out of it. But we're going to get advice, because sometimes it's unclear. We don't know if what's coming in is here to help us or distract us. So it kind of feels like you're kind of working through that, Gemini. God, angel, spirit guides, for my lovely Gemini friend here, what advice do you have for Gemini so that they can get to their Nine of Pentacles, so they can be independent, so that they can have their financial freedom? It appears that that's what they're after. Feeling confident, feeling whole, feeling financially balanced. God, angel, spirit guides, what advice do you have for Gemini here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. Okay. Yep, you got a lot of spiritual energy out here. This feels like asking spirit for help or for guidance about if someone is new trying to come into your life, or a new job, a new partner. I'm not saying you haven't been doing this, Gemini, because I know how you roll, but this is definitely the time to pull your own cards, to get still, to get into your prayer, to pay attention to your dream spaces with the High Priestess out here. She is the reminder that spirit is trying to communicate something to you, and it's going to help you feel a lot more clear about the things that are coming to your life, what to choose and what not to choose. God, angel, spirit guides, what else for the advice for Gemini, please? What else? Okay, this is about patience. This is about patience. So some of what, and it's a fire energy, something about the pride energy too gives me fire sign energy. The King, the Queen of Wands, they're really good about taking their ego and transmuting it into something powerful and using that to walk boldly with their passion into their goal. And so there is this vibe about, it feels like you are so ambitious about what you're creating. It could be an opportunity for you to just be present and enjoy life right now. But we'll get more out here, because I'm a little bit more curious too. God, angel, spirit guides, why are you showing Gemini temperance out here for the advice to help them get to where they're going? This also says divine timing is at play. God got you. But there's something here that you're working through right now that is communicating a message to you that's really important to not miss while you're going through this season. This is going to turn around. You're going to get to that Nine of Pentacles and more because you're focused. But in this moment, while you're going through this, there's something to be gained. There's a lesson here too. That's what's coming up. And forgive me for speaking in so many parables. I'm trying to get as clear as possible. Why is the temperance here for Gemini, God, angel, spirit guides? Why are you showing Gemini this? Okay, yep. Patience about the Five of Pentacles. Patience about getting through it. I'm going to get another card out here. This says to me that you deserve to have love on your journey. You deserve to have your hobbies, your fun, your opportunities, laughter, pleasure, abundance, even while you are building your life. And that's why it feels like the temperance is out. The temperance is out here because it's like, hey, you know, the grind is real. You're working really hard, but you know, ups and downs, that's a part of life, but it doesn't mean that the joy stops because you're going through a rough time. So it just kind of feels like be cautious about that. God, angel, spirit guides, what else? Advice here. Temperance, the Five of Pentacles here. But this is going to turn around. What else? For Gemini, please. Yep. It's all in your action. Follow your passion. There's a fiery energy in this reading, Gemini. And I know you're air, but there's like a passion, there's desire, there's excitement. And it just feels like this is the time to pull it out. Stay in your movement, stay in action. This is what Spirit is saying. And that is surely going to bring you out of, let's get this out of the way. The Five of Pentacles here, but also know that part of what this is God, Spirit, whatever it is that you hold near and dear that's higher than you, that is leading you through this, that is holding your hand through this. There's only so much you can do, but one thing that you really want to consider doing is not missing a beat when it comes to the steps that you're taking that's serving you really well. And also, do not forget to ask for help and to put your declarations up. Don't forget to manifest. Don't forget that there is help that is here to guide you through this. And sometimes, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, sometimes the help comes in the form of other people. And so if you're distrusting of someone right now, you don't know if they're really coming in because you're vulnerable, just pray about it. Just ask about it. Pull some cards on it if that's the thing that you need to do. And it's going to, Spirit is going to reveal to you what you need to know. All right, that's what I have for you, Gemini. I love you, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.